Motion to open the zoning board of appeals meeting.
There a second?
Second.
Okay.
Dan, are you there? Turn your microphone on.
Okay. I'll take a vote. Ian?
Dan's microphone's not on.
He's on?
I don't think Dan's here anymore. Oh, there he is. Yep, he's here.
Okay. Gary?
Aye.
Ed?
I'm here.
Marguerite?
Yes.
And I, so we will open the meeting. We'll take,
I can't.
Yeah, I can't hear you.
Can't hear. There's feedback.
You can't hear me?
Well, there you go. Now, yeah. No, you were going in and out.
Seems like it's echoing.
Okay. I want to say number 4297.
There a reason there's an echo? I'm not sure.
Hello?
But if you're looking for a motion to open case number 4297, so move.
Yeah. Is there a second?
Second.
All in favor? Dan?
Dan disappeared.
Okay, Gary?
Aye.
Ed?
Aye.
Marguerite?
Aye.
And I am. We will.
I think it's you that's echoing.
It's me?
I'll read it.
Okay, hold on.
Public hearing will be held at Town Hall Conference Room B, third floor, Pearl Street, well, virtually on April 20th, 2023 at 7 p.m. on the petition of Nelson Bronco, case number 4297, under the Town of Stoughton, number 18, 2000, as amended through October 19th, 2020. Use regulations, 0.0 non-conforming structure, section 5.3 non-conforming structure. Zoning Board of Appeals may extend, alter, conforming structure in accordance with this section. It determines that such extension, alter, shall not substantially be more detrimental conforming structure to the neighborhood. In order to construct a roofable existing deck located at 38th Street, further identified in Assessors Plan 88, Lot 49, in an RB zone in said Stoughton. Any person desiring to receive further notice concerning this petition, as provided by the general rules of the Zoning Board of Appeal, should file a written request containing his or her name with address with the board. Petitioner is representative or any other person desiring to be heard in this matter should appear at time and place designated. Sherman F. Chairman. It was in Gatehouse Media, issues April 5th and April 12th, 2023. Okay. Mr. Bronco, would you like to explain?
Wait, hold on. Make a motion to waive the reading in the abutters and to take the answers to question 8 as written.
Aye.
Is there a
A
second?
second.
All in favor?
Aye.
You have to do the roll call. Sharon.
Dan? Gary?
Aye.
Ed?
Aye.
Marguerite?
Aye.
And I.
Emil's here now.
Emil joined.
Is Dan still here?
I think so.
Okay, well, I'll make Emil, the alternate.
Is Dan here? I
Okay.
see a Gail Pessier on the line.
Say it again?
It says Gail Pessier. Is that Dan? Kristen?
It
I
Dan
think
put
so.
Gail
I think it is.
Pesher under it. But I don't see
Okay.
it anymore, but there's 3 other people at the meeting.
Okay. And before before we do this, I think, Ed, are you using 2 different volume or audio features?
Who, me?
I just have it on my iPad. I don't know, my earbuds are here. I don't know if I should put them on or like get rid of them or.
I think it's echoing through another audio feature that you're using. So one of those has to be muted.
Okay, let me see. All right, I just turned my Bluetooth off. Is that any better?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay,
Yeah.
I don't know, I don't know what to do really. So I turned my Bluetooth off. I turned my phone off. So everything's off except for my iPad. So.
It sounds good when you talk, but we hear ourselves through you. All right, we'll go with it.
I'll mute myself.
Okay.
Okay. Okay, so, Mr. Bronco,
Yes,
would you like to explain what you'd like to do?
so, basically, there's an existing structure and I'd like to put a roof over it, just to add protection to the house. And, basically for weather purposes come the winter, just to try to keep the ice and everything off the steps. You know, at one point we did have somebody almost slip, one of the kids and stuff, so I'm just trying to provide cover for the area that's there.
Okay,
And aesthetically, honestly, aesthetically, I think it'll look a lot better.
okay. Questions? Gary?
I don't have any questions.
Ed?
No questions here.
Marguerite?
I guess I have a question for Jack. I'm trying to figure out why are we hearing this, Jack? You're
Jack, you gotta
muted.
turn your microphone, there you go.
So he wanted to build this porch, Marguerite, and he was able to build the deck portion of it because it was below 4 feet. But he really wanted the roof, and in order to put the roof on, he's within the setbacks. So that's why he's in front of you guys. He's barely within the setback, but that's what it is.
So was the deck new?
The deck, there was something there existing and he made it better. He put a newer deck on because it's an older home. And he just wants to put the roof on it. So, I couldn't give him the roof. I told him the roof had to go through zoning board.
So what was there before was, I'm trying to figure out what's the setback, by the way.
I don't know. I don't know the plan here.
Well, I see what it is. What's the setback in that area?
40 feet,
Is it
40
far?
feet?
40 feet, yeah.
Oh,
On the,
from the front? Then it's
Yeah.
more than just barely within.
Well, it's existing non-conforming, but the deck, because the deck could go with, half the distance, so the deck was fine at 25. but I couldn't give him the roof.
The roof can't go half the distance?
No, if, once it's 48 inches over, it can't do the half the distance thing.
But, so what's, because we have to make a finding, what's existing non-conforming? The house is already existing non-conforming? But it's
Yes,
gonna make it more non-conforming, is that right?
yes.
Well, if I may add, the roof won't be going any further than the deck. It'll basically be stopping, if that matters.
Well, but the deck wasn't already there, right? Was there something there that was that length already?
It was that width coming off the house.
How long had that been there?
Since I bought the house. It's been there since the house has been there. I've lived there 16 years. And it came with it. It was just falling apart.
Right, so Jack, I guess I'm just trying to figure out how we're making this finding. Was what was there before, like what was the setback before that you would have considered the house to be at? That
Well,
was pre-existing non-conforming?
whatever it was like, it was 30 feet, for the house without the existing, I could call it a porch, was like basically just a cover. But it was falling off. That's why he wanted to build a new one. I simply looked at it as it's existing non-conforming. He wants to get 5 feet to put the roof on.
All right, I'm just, because I think it changes if it was, hold on, I think it changes if we're making it more non-conforming or if we're just, we're not. So Sherm, if you want to see if anyone else has questions, I'll try to look into this.
Say that again?
If you want to check to see if someone else has questions, let me just look into this more with the zoning book. I think it might change depending on,
Okay.
What?
The only one left is, Dan or, Emil. Is Dan still there? Emil, do you have any questions?
No questions for me.
Okay. I don't really have any questions. I know it's gonna make the house look better and it's, gonna be a little stiffer doing. That's all I have. So, I guess I'll wait until you have your answer, Marguerite.
There's, other people watching this. Do you want to see if they have any input?
Oh, I didn't know that. Is there anybody in the, audience that would like to speak on this? And if so, identify yourself.
Kathleen Buckley.
Aye. Would you like to tell us whether you're for or against and
I'm
why?
for.
You're for?
Mhm.
Are you a neighbor or, what's your address?
Bay Road, 1986 Bay Road.
Okay.
Anybody else?
all right, so Sherm, if I may, Jack, I guess I want to make sure that this doesn't meet 5.5.1.3. Because if it does, then we don't need to be here.
You mean item 3 on 5.5?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I mean, the paragraph under that basically says that that I gotta send them to you guys. Because the alterations, are within the setbacks.
Well, that's if it exceeds one of the ones up above, so I'm trying to figure out if it meets the third one.
One or more of the
It's just hard for me to know because I don't know what was there before and what it looked like.
Yeah, I don't have the drawing on that. I just don't know how it can be deemed as not going into the setback when it is going into the setback.
And unless it was already if it's not increasing the nonconformity of what was already there, then that's what 3 says. You can alter, extend, or change a structure that encroaches upon one of the setbacks. Where it will otherwise either comply with the current setbacks, or if you extend the front, side, or rear wall. Are we doing that, or do you not think that's what this is?
No, because it's just a roof on a porch.
Okay, so that's what I needed to understand. So we're increasing the nonconformity then. Is that right?
Yes.
Well, can I ask a question? Is it increasing the nonconformity if the roof doesn't go past the deck?
The deck really doesn't play into it. That's why I gave you the permit for the deck, because it's
Okay,
48 inch, so it can go half the distance.
okay. All right.
It's when you want the roof that that structure it's above 48 inches. So are we in agreement?
Okay. But as long as that's where you're at, then I just need to know how
Yeah.
it just changes the way that we take this vote.
Okay. All right.
Okay.
Are
I
you
think
all
I'm,
set?
I think I'm good. As long as I've got Jack's opinion that it is increasing the nonconformity, then I can make my motion, as long as nobody else had anything else to add.
Okay. What's your motion?
All right, then I make a motion that we find that the existing structure is currently non-conforming as to its front yard setback. That we make a second finding that the proposed addition of the roof over the front porch or front deck will increase the existing nonconformity by 5 additional feet into the front yard. And then we make a third finding that the proposed addition of the roof over the deck would not be substantially more detrimental to the neighborhood than the existing non-conforming structure.
Second.
Okay. All in favor? Gary,
Aye.
Ed,
Aye.
Marguerite,
Aye.
Emil,
Aye.
and Sherm, aye. Okay. I guess that's it. And then we have, Mr. Bronco.
Yeah.
You should talk with, Mr. Erickson, and he can explain what's gonna happen, but I'll try to do it pretty quick. We will write a decision for our next, hopefully for our next meeting. And we'll sign it. And then there'll be a 20-day grace period. You have to wait 20 days for, if anybody appeals it.
Okay,
But you can talk, Mr., when nobody's come to fight it or anything, you can talk with Mr. Erickson and, he can explain it a little better for you.
all right,
Okay?
all right, thank you.
Okay. And we have, one set of minutes.
I actually have some edits to those minutes, but I just received the Word version tonight. So if we can hold on that till the next meeting, I'll email Trish with my edits.
Okay, when you're gonna email her, I have a problem with them because, you have, on the, thing, it says on a motion made by Mr. Iverson and seconded by Mr. Barboza, it was so voted unanimously to have Sherman Epro as sole signer for the decision in case number 4295. And then in the next line, it says, I have the same thing written twice.
So, shouldn't have even had your name, Sherm. It should have had Gary Alaco, acting chairman. And the
Right,
second
because-
one was a withdrawal of the first motion because we realized we had two versions of the decision before us, one with a single signature and one with everyone able to sign. So
Okay.
that's why it was done, but I'll make that edit. Thank you.
Sounds good to me.
And I'll make, there's a few other typos, and then, the last thing is just that we need to put the motions that we take to make a finding, like around variances or tonight's findings that we took, those all have to be put into the record in our minutes.
Okay.
So Trish, we'll
Yeah,
figure it
no-
out.
Yeah, well, you can email me or.
Yeah. I'll send it to you and we'll take care of it for the next meeting. I just don't remember what the findings were. You have the transcript, right?
Yes,
Okay. So I'll just leave a blank.
okay.
Okay. In that case, I'll entertain a motion.
Wait, is there a decision from the last meeting that we have to?
So, I wrote a decision. I don't think that, I don't think it was caught that I had sent it over. And so by the time that was realized, it was too close to the meeting to change the agenda. So there
Okay,
is a decision that was written and it will be for the next meeting. And I'll get this one in for the next meeting, but what I forgot to ask Kristen when I talked to her was, is she able to do the denials for the Red Cross? Did you check on that, Trish or Jack?
I don't think she,
I didn't ask, but I can ask her.
Yeah, if someone could check with her and see if she can write up, a draft denial, that would be
we'll
helpful.
probably have to have Mary do it. And then give it to her.
Okay. I can check with both of them and find out.
I didn't realize Mary was still an option for us.
she is until the end.
Got it. Okay,
I-
well,
I
that
have
would
a-
be helpful. I'm pretty slammed at work, so.
Okay.
I just have a question. If I'm required to sign anything at the next meeting, I'm gonna be in South Carolina, so it's not gonna be possible. But I can come into the town hall before or after that to do it, I guess. I'm gonna be gone for a week and it falls right in the middle of the next meeting, so.
Why don't I'll make a motion that Chairman Epro sign on behalf of the board in case number 4297.
I'll second that. But first of all, we only need 4 signatures, correct?
Right.
And,
just in case.
Okay. And hopefully we'll have a meeting. Because once we get the draft decision, then we make a motion on that. Then we can make a decision on how it's gonna get signed.
Yeah, sometimes we do it ahead of time and we write it in the decision that way.
Okay.
We just have to have the date the motion was made, so. Let's see. I'm just trying to see who, if you can give me 1 second, I can't remember if you, Ed, were you on the last week's or the last meeting's decision?
I believe so. I
Hold
was
on.
there. I don't remember. I think I voted on it.
If you read the,
Hold on, I'm reading the minutes right now.
if you read the minutes, he was on it,
Okay,
or actually, yeah, he was on, 1296 Washington.
I think Jeff will be back. Do we know if Dan, are you gonna be able to make it?
Who?
Dan, you're asking for Dan, right?
Yeah, I don't know if you can mute again, Ed. Yeah, I was wondering if Dan knows if he plans on being here for the next meeting. We haven't, all right, that one would have 3.
You're muted.
Sorry, if we need to make a motion for Ed to sign later, I guess, if we don't end up having 4 at that meeting, we will do that.
Okay.
Because we can't reopen that case, it's not on the agenda.
I was at the meeting, but I can't find where it says if I was on the case or not. It doesn't say it.
You were, I just looked at the draft.
Oh, cool. All right. Awesome. But like I said, I'm not gonna be here to sign it, but whenever you need me to, I can come down.
We'll figure it out.
Okay, so now, can I make a motion to adjourn now?
Sure. Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
That sounds like everybody. Okay,
Yeah.
okay, we're adjourned.
Thank you. See ya.
Thank you all for coming.